Jake like really white, or was it just my angle of the TV?
I mean, he kind of does.
He's looking ethereal, but he's fine.
Floating head.
I think he's the high elf.
Like that meme with the Irish girl on the beach.
Right.
Because I've got my one prediction right, I've come back like Gandalf.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Game Chat. I'm Chris, and with me today we have Corey,
Hi.
we have Kate, and we have Jake.
Yeah.
And first things first, because of Jake's one prediction he got right out of 5, and all of us got none, he has won the little trophy for these like...
Can I present it to him?
Yeah, the previous winner of the
Like
Game Awards.
Eurovision, so I'm now giving it to you. Let me give you your hand. I'm Eurovision carryover.
I'd like to thank Dragon Age for making me a clown for the past 10 years.
Thank you, BioWare. Right, so today's podcast, what we're going to do is, means Summer Games Fest and all the big conferences are over. We're going to kind of go through the rest of the year about what's been announced, because we've got a lot of release dates. We still have not got some release dates, which is a bit annoying, looking at you, Xbox. But we know they're coming out this year, so we'll still talk about them. But we're going to go through them and just kind of gauge our hype levels about stuff. So
That sounds
I've
good.
got a little list. It's not going to be every single game in the world, but it's like the big ones. So first on the list, and that is coming out in August 20th, we've got Black Myth Wukong. Does everyone remember what that is?
Yeah. It looks cool. It's been, that was out such a long time ago now. It's been around.
We've seen so many trailers. I always think it's the game with the monkey now.
It's the game with the monkey man, yeah. And I remember when it first came out and it was like a tech demo basically, and it looked incredible and everyone was like, this is what next gen is.
Yeah.
But now a bunch of other games that look as good as that have came out. But it still looks really good.
Yeah.
Sort of Souls-like, quite action.
Yeah, I've heard it's more action, like
More action,
than Souls-like. Because every game looks like a Souls-like these days.
Man, it's for the money, isn't it?
It's
That's because every game is a Souls
well, not every game.
Type.
But like, I feel like, from what I've heard, Black Myth Wukong is more of a on the Devil May Cry kind of style of things. But like,
More
any game with a
pepper,
big boss where you're with a sword, everyone's going to assume it's stuff.
It seems like did they show gameplay? Did they show gameplay? The UI is set up very, very Souls-like.
Yeah.
But no, it looks good. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks fun. Looks polished. No, looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's not too far away. Literally next month.
Yes, we've went a long time. This is announced years
Not for
ago.
Xbox though, apparently. You know,
It's Series S stuff. Yeah.
Series S, holding it back.
Yeah. Same thing happened with Baldur's Gate. Yeah, where they didn't release on Xbox due to Series S. I think Xbox will eventually separate the two out.
It's going to be bad for you guys.
Yeah.
I got PlayStation 5. That's alright.
Yeah.
True.
Because it's getting to the point where people are struggling.
Yeah.
People are struggling. It's only going to get worse
Well,
moving forward.
From what I hear about the rumours of Xbox, they're going to have next gen ready by 2026. So.
Really? Well, there you go. It's called PC. Yeah.
So the next one, again in August 23rd, we've got Concord from PlayStation. This is the sort of like an Overwatch clone of PlayStation's take on it.
It's the hero shooter, isn't it? Yeah.
The hero arena shooter.
I think it's good.
It looks interesting. For me, I've heard a lot of things about this week because about previews, and people are saying the gunplay is like Destiny, which is good for me. Okay?
Gunplay's really good.
That's really good. And the gameplay is like Overwatch.
I think they have a big opportunity here to step into Overwatch's shoes because Overwatch 2 was such a massive flop. People hate Overwatch 2 for good reason, to be honest. And if they just do Overwatch 1 again with Concord, I think it would do very well.
See, I would agree with that. But we know Marvel Overwatch is coming.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals.
So,
But I've heard that is a microtransaction riddled nightmare of a game.
The same problem.
They literally pay to win.
like, nah. I'd rather, like, if it's going to be one of those games that I'm going to sink my top, because I sank a lot of time into Overwatch 1.
We all did.
Like, no.
No, not as much
No.
as you.
No.
Yeah, it's so true.
So if I'm gonna get into one, I'd rather wait and see the state of the Marvel one because I'm already interested in Marvel. I'm already a fan of
We haven't
Marvel.
got a confirmed release date for Marvel Rivals, which is why it's not on the list
Yeah.
we're going to go through. But there is a beta coming soon,
Mhm.
and it's. I think I'm hearing next year for it, but it could be this year.
Yeah. I'm
There's
not
there's
feeling good things about
there's
it.
a beta coming for Concord as well, so I'm going to jump into both.
Yeah.
I'm going to try both. The thing with Concord is, compared to Marvel Rivals for me, is like Concord, you have to pay for it. It's 40 quid.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes with the full game. You know how like Overwatch 1
Yeah.
basically did. You don't have to pay
Extra for characters.
anything for heroes
Yeah.
or battle pass or skins or anything like that. It all just comes in it. And they're going to keep constantly updating it. I think that has, if it's good and people really like it, I think that's something good going for it because people will be like, well, I don't have to pay consistently to get new heroes.
Yeah.
Because that's what annoyed me about Overwatch 2, and I know they've gone back on this now, but like the thing that put me off the most was having the heroes in the battle pass. And
Insane.
So I'm like, that's the fun of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Getting a new hero, going, oh, I'll give this a go. This looks cool.
Yeah.
But like,
And when a new hero comes out, they're always OP because no one knows how
Yeah.
to counter them properly.
Yeah.
They haven't balanced them out properly.
And
But
then-
it becomes kind of a pay to win
yeah,
situation.
and it's like, well, I don't get to play those heroes,
Yeah.
and like, I still haven't played half of them on Overwatch 2 because they were locked behind battle passes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you miss that battle pass, you can't get them
Mm.
until later. Like, and
Much
when
later,
now they've just said they're all coming straight away, which is
Yeah.
good. But a lot of people fell off for that reason.
Yeah, and rightly so, to be honest, I believe so. This is why I think Concord is going to kind of step into those shoes. And I feel like the other side with Marvel, I feel like they're going to struggle a lot. They've talked about how it's going to work and the characters are going to be on rotation every week as opposed to having access to all of them.
Like
Yeah.
Multiverse is trying.
Unless you've bought them. So in the free-to-play version, you'll have certain characters that you can use, but people who paid for the character will have full access to that
Yeah, yeah.
individual.
Ooh.
That's a bit
That's
spicy
interesting.
though.
I didn't know anything.
This is where the pay to win conversation came from because it's sort of like, well, they're just going to make you pay for the good characters that are going to be doing well every week.
But is there a way to then earn the characters like through a battle
I don't
pass
know.
or something?
I'd imagine they've got
I don't think so because their way of doing it is to put them in rotation every week,
Yeah.
so you'll get them in a month sort of thing.
Mm.
I'd pay
Which
for
if you've got a favourite character,
I was gonna say.
you would just.
I'm hearing everything that's coming from that side of the room, and I know you're right, but my brain's like, but it's Marvel there.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. Marvel Rivals does have that IP power behind it. Like, people love Marvel. People are going to jump in just because it's Marvel.
I know, but you're going to suffer from the problem as well, where you're going to get into it and you're going to be like, how could this character possibly even hope to compete against this character? But they have to even everything out.
But did you not?
They have to.
Have you not seen any of the MCU movies where they just like make it all up and take the canon? completely?
Yeah.
They'll do that.
We'll see what it's like. I think that the whole point of it being Marvel is going to lean on the brand and suffer on the gameplay.
I've heard the gameplay's really good. I heard
It'll
people
do
say
well.
it's really fun.
It'll do well because it's Marvel. Either way, you can make the shittiest game in the world and they put Marvel in it and it'll sell.
That happened before.
What?
Marvel's Avengers.
Leave a bit.
We know you liked it.
It wasn't bad, the management was.
I agree. It could have been a great game, but unfortunately it wasn't.
We'll see
yeah.
both because it looks like betas coming on
There's
both.
betas coming literally the same week. Well, not the same weekend. It's like staggered. So like halfway through Concord, like 4 days. Marvel Rivals.
It's going to be Overwatch Battleborn situation.
So
They're going to be one of those.
like, it's going to be interesting.
One of them just going to disappear entirely.
Not gonna lie, if I like Concord, and
But
it feels good.
The only thing of Concord is it's not on Xbox, is it?
No.
It's on PC, is it? Yeah, PC and PlayStation, not on Xbox. So that Marvel does have a wider audience there.
Yeah, all the Xbox people are going to go.
About 12 extra people, yeah.
But yeah, I'll jump into Concord and try it.
Yeah.
'Cause the biggest thing for that, because it's a new IP and I don't know any characters, I've got no attachment to it,
Yeah.
it's how it feels to play.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
with,
That's the
especially
main
with
thing.
gunplay. If it feels like Destiny, that's good for me. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see with that.
Cool.
But next on the list we have the big one, Star Wars Outlaws, coming August 30th on everything.
Yeah.
Jake, I know you're hyped for this one.
I wasn't at first, and then I watched all of the gameplay and I was like, this is actually exceeded my expectations.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Can I ask why you wasn't hyped first? Is it the reason I think it is? Because it's not a Jedi related thing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit that, and more than just like Ubisoft games tend to all feel the same
Yeah.
and look the same, and I was expecting that, so I did get
Expecting
my hopes up.
towers to climb up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I saw the actual gameplay and I was like, this just looks like GTA in space. What's going on?
Until I watched that, was it the Xbox conference?
No, the Ubisoft one. They showed the trailer
yeah.
at Xbox. And Ubisoft.
Until we watched the Ubisoft conference, I had no intention of playing this game, but I was watching it and I was like, oh, actually, maybe. But I still got this sneaking suspicion it is going to be like land on planet, do these 4 side activities, do mission, go to the next planet. I think it's going to still have that like cookie cutter to it, but I am more inclined to give it a go after seeing.
I don't think it's going to be anything like groundbreaking.
No, Ubisoft never is.
Ubisoft
They're
never
very
is.
cookie cutter, and they're like, but like for as much as we take the piss out of Ubisoft games, I kind of enjoy them.
Yeah.
This is the thing, like that.
They're
That formula that works.
And they
with
cook
that
fake
game.
food.
It's good.
Got it.
Yeah.
Ticking a lot of boxes.
They're never
and, you know,
great, but they're usually good.
Yeah, I'm ticking a lot of boxes, cutting off a lot, like doing a lot of side quests, collecting a lot of stuff. But I like that. and I enjoy that.
There's a particular flavour to
Yeah.
Ubisoft games. Yeah.
But
But what I will say about Star Wars Outlaws and what you've seen so far is that Ubisoft are very, very well known for in their displays when they show games and do stuff like that. It's very, very scripted, and they show the best bits to the point where they'll make certain sections, especially for demonstration purposes. So what you've seen yet, I wouldn't rely on that being an accurate representation of what the game's actually going to be like.
people have played it at events though.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they have. But they've done this for every single game they've ever done
True.
in the past. So when it's out, wait till reviews come. It's probably a solid 7. This game.
I
I'm
reckon
expecting.
it lands at like an 8.
You reckon? Do you reckon it'd be better than Jedi Survivor?
Nah.
What did Jedi Survivor actually get in the end? Like an 8
I don't know.
ish. I reckon it'll
I
be.
don't read reviews, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really these days, even, to be honest.
I reckon it'll land at like solid. Like if it was out of 180, it won't be any bit like higher than that.
Yeah.
But it's comfort food games for me.
Unfortunately,
Star Wars and Ubisoft.
the main stuff I've heard about in media is all about just those pre-order stuff and the way they
Yeah.
The Jabba thing was overblown because it wasn't even true. Because they said it's like because they showed Jabba in the trailer and then people were like, "Here's the Jabba deal." They were like, "Here's the Jabba DLC," and people were like, "Hang on, you're showing stuff in the trailer." That's
Yeah.
not even in the game.
But it's
in the
like
game.
it's just an extra mission.
Yeah, it's just an extra one-off mission that
He is in the game though.
he is in the game. Like you're still going to see Jabba. You're
It's
still
got that
gonna
Harry
get to
Potter
do the
haunted
missions.
house sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think the only thing so far that's disappointed me about it is when it's set, because
Yeah, because everything's set in that time.
they
In Star
need
Wars.
to
Yeah.
move away from that.
Is it between 3 and 4? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's between
2 and 3.
4
No.
and
5
or 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Yeah, I think it's between one of them.
Okay.
So it's the same Empire era again.
Mm.
But like, I love Star Wars. I'll play it. I like Ubisoft games to a certain extent, so I'll enjoy it. But like, it'd be interesting to see if Ubisoft can have a hit on their hands with this.
We'll see. When's it coming out? Did we get a release date?
August 30th.
So it's
So it's
soon.
coming out at a good time as well. Because
Yeah.
it's not like it's coming out in October where everything's coming out. Like,
Yeah, literally 2
so
weeks.
it's got a good chance of doing well.
I might get a month worth of you playing and give it a go.
Yeah, you're not worth it for that to be fair.
It's only
I paid for
15.
it with a voucher that my friend got.
Oh, there you go.
Next we have Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. You know the place
What?
Chernobyl?
No,
so
wait, it's not spelled like Chernobyl.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
No,
You spelled it.
copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. Yeah, Heart
That's
of Chernobyl.
hilarious. Stalker 2, yeah. None of you have played old Stalker games.
No.
I have. They're really good games. Really, you have to be really methodical survival games.
Okay.
If this is going to be similar to those, it might not quite hit your guys' taste, to be honest.
It gives me
But
Metro vibes. though.
well, Metro gave Stalker vibes. That's
So
what
there you
it
go.
was.
So I really enjoyed the Metro.
Metro was really, but it was very watered down compared to Stalker. Stalker's very much like it's mission bounty based,
And what we think of it though, like
open world.
when we saw it before, like I didn't. We just saw the shooting and stuff, but like when we saw it in the Xbox showcase recently,
Yeah.
when they showed like the kind of like supernatural stuff going on as well.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that's what got me more
Yeah.
interested in it. So
All the anomalies and the
Yeah.
monsters and everything you fight and everything.
I'm willing to give it
It's
a
a
go.
good game. They're good games. They're difficult games.
Mm.
Um,
I know Jamie loves them, doesn't
very much Jamie games. Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very much Jamie games.
But
That's its own brand, but it's its
yeah,
own
a Jamie
genre.
game. But I'm excited to try it because it's on Game Pass, so that
There's no reason not to.
there's no reason not to try it. At the end
But
of
it
the
looks really good. Yeah, it looks like visually really, really good. It's
Yeah.
using no Unreal stuff. So
day.
yeah, it's been coming for a while as well. So
Mm.
looking forward to that.
Well, it's coming out of Ukraine. That's why it's took so long.
It's been maybe in Ukraine.
Yeah. So there's reasons for that.
Mhm.
Next, we have a game I think everyone's kind of hoped for is Astro Bot. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. There was I've not watched the video yet, but Digital Foundry have got hands-on impressions of it, and it seemed pretty positive.
Mm.
Just a good platforming
Classic
game.
platformer, yeah.
It could be PlayStation's Mario, basically.
I think Astro Bot's a really good from person from
Yeah.
PlayStation at the moment.
Yeah,
I think they should lean into it.
I think they should lean into him as their mascot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ahead of
Kratos or something like that.
ahead of Sackboy.
Oh yeah, drop that
Yeah.
at this point. Nobody really cares anymore.
No one gives a shit about Sackboy.
No, and they haven't ran proper Little Big Planet game in ages.
Mm.
No, Astro Bot's really, really cool. And they obviously had no intention of him being the actual mascot because it was very much like a tutorial thing
Yeah.
for most of the time. But I think it's cool, really cool. And I'm really happy making a game like this.
Yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts?
Yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah.
Well, from the 90s, like,
Yeah.
platformers was our
Yeah,
little thing, and it,
yeah.
like, we're going to play it.
Is it going to be £70? There's a question. £70 for.
I've heard 50,
Okay, that's okay.
which,
As long as they're reasonable with it.
yeah. But like, because they said they don't have any big releases to share PlayStation. But
Yeah.
that was a surprise. No one really saw that one
Yeah.
coming. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And everyone loved the tech demo of
The PlayStation 5
playing with
thing
him one.
was
Yeah.
great.
And
Yeah.
I really enjoyed where he originally came into existence in the VR game.
Yes, yeah.
So,
It was VR1, wasn't it?
yeah.
PSVR1.
So I'm excited to play this, and I've heard cute things, and there's a lot of mascot characters, and
Yeah. There's lots of
kind of like a
references.
multiverse kind of situation going
Yeah.
on apparently.
Yeah.
So
Lots of references still.
yeah. Next, I think one for you, Corey. We've got Legends of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah. The first one you actually play the titular character of Zelda.
They should have called it Legend of Link.
Later on in They should have. It looks good. It's good. It looks very top down. It's very mechanics heavy game. So the premise of the game is that you have a what's the wand of wisdom? Is it Echoes of Wisdom? And you have a wand that can do, or staff that can duplicate items basically. So you can scan an item and then you can recreate it any way you want. It can be from the looks of it, it seems like anything in the game you can do that with, including enemies. So you can duplicate it and then they'll fight for
There's
you.
no combat really.
Well, the combat is you duplicate stuff to fight for you.
Yeah. You're not actually doing like the
So
hitting
you
or
can be
whatever.
strategic and you can duplicate stuff around that will hurt them as well. But it's all very the previous two Zelda games were very heavy physics based. This doesn't seem to be any different. They're using mechanics in a lot of different ways in this, and
It's very
I
like
I like
I
the
don't
way.
want to say gimmicky, but like it's very Nintendo in that way.
Yeah.
Like,
I like how
system going
they've
on.
leaned into making these Zelda games really, really mechanics driven games where people can do stuff that you don't even expect them to do. Which they said about the last game, especially where people were just doing wild things that the developers couldn't even imagine them doing. Like making mechas and stuff like that. Really cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what comes of this game.
Never gonna play that one. Because you played the last two, didn't you?
Maybe if he remembers it exists.
That's the thing. I don't feel like they've given much fanfare to this, but they might
It's very
go
different.
into it.
Yeah, it's not on the same
It's
level.
right level. It's not like a proper.
It's not like Tears of the Kingdom or something like that.
It's like the chibi versions, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Nathan waits for me to recommend a game to him that I think he'll like. Then I'll be like, maybe. And then I'll badger him to play it.
4 months later, it'll do.
And then he'll eventually play it.
Fair enough. Next, I know Kate's got some views on this one. We got Silent Hill 2 remake. This is October the 8th.
Yeah, only 2024.
Just
I love Silent Hill.
Next time.
Kate, what are your
Go
thoughts
on.
on this?
You have yours, I'll say mine. I think.
Chris has called me out for now. What's that game that Blooper Team made?
The Medium.
The Medium. So I remember that getting announced and thinking, oh my god, that looks so good. It's going to be such a good game. I played the game in its entirety. I completed it. It was such a broken mess. It frustrated me beyond belief. And then when they were like, we're going to take Silent Hill 2, which is basically like the Resident Evil 4 of Silent Hill, is it not? And I'm going to give it to Bloober Team to remake, and I was just like, and then like everything I see about it, I'm just like, not too sure, not too sure.
Just something to off about it, doesn't it?
People are saying like it look like graphically it looks bad, but like I'm not too sure
I
about
don't know
that.
about that. No,
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
I think when they showed it in the state of play, apparently they had an old version
Oh,
of the game and it looked awful.
yeah.
That's not like. But then they did their own little stream and it looked fine. But like, even with that, there's something off about it. I feel, and I don't know what it is.
I'm just
What's up about it is that Liberty's making it, to be honest.
that's what it is. Like that sounds really mean, but like I
Well,
can't.
they said they keep failing upwards.
They keep finding up. Why have you heard it before? Like I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's my truth. I can't.
What?
I can't do it.
So with Liberty, with the medium, I think the medium it looked fantastic.
It did.
I really liked the premise of it, the switching between
Same,
worlds.
yeah.
The story was cool as well.
Was it?
I liked it.
Or did you see in the first 2 seconds of her being on screen that her necklace was one half of a butterfly and instantly know she had a sister because there's another half of the butterfly? Spoilers. Don't play it, guys. Just don't play it.
That's fine.
Unless they fixed it now.
But
Maybe they have.
The
I
actual
don't know.
the gameplay wasn't great,
No.
and it was like jerky. And that's what I noticed about Silent Hill 2 is that it's jerky in the way that the animations and everything. I don't think that's what people were complaining about mainly. Is that it looks like it's rigid, like the animations are weird.
Looks a bit janky.
Yeah. Now the other side is that it is obviously it's a Konami game, and Konami are notoriously bad at advertising their video games. When Silent Hill 2 originally, the first Silent Hill 2 was getting advertised, they did an awful job and leaned into like combat mechanics and everything like that. Yeah, and it wasn't the advertisements for it were nothing like the actual game was. And they've just always been bad at advertising their stuff. They just have.
My complaint with the game is that character's not dressed as Christina Aguilera anymore.
Yeah.
I changed it.
It was off the time, okay. But no, they've still got Maria. They have changed her up. She looks sort of like weird fake head. Sort of looks like she's wearing a wig.
Konami never been
But
good at animating hair, have they?
Well,
Apart from Metal Gear.
well, I can say we've got another one later on, which is looking quite good actually.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later, but we'll see. We'll see.
If it's good, me and Cora will film a formal apology for moving
It's not going to be the same as the original, and I'll always say that old games are scarier. And the old, it doesn't have to be necessarily old games, but stylistically, old games are scarier. Like a PS2 looking game or PS1 looking game is always going to be scarier than a modern horror game.
See, it's interesting for me because I've never played the old Silent Hills.
Mm.
Like, I've never really dabbled in them. Like, I did
They're
play
brilliant
some
games.
Resident Evils, but I just
Brilliant
I've
games.
never jumped on the Silent Hill bandwagon. And,
They hold up really well.
but I'm interested to play this. This is the one everyone goes, this is amazing.
This is the one. This is the Resident Evil 4 of Silent Hill.
So I'm excited to like experience the story and give it a go.
It'd be like getting like James Wan to make a new Care Bear movie. So why would you give it to that studio? That was my initial impression. I was just like, why would you give it to that studio? I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's great.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
I want to see if they're going to do what they did in the original game as well, like as many puzzles because it was very puzzle driven. I want different difficulty of puzzles. You had 3 levels in the original game. It's going to be interesting to see if they do that or not. Or just give you like one single raw experience.
It's coming out the right month as well. Halloween month.
Yeah.
So it has a chance of doing well.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
My hopes aren't high,
Yeah.
but that just means there's more space to be impressed.
Yeah.
exactly.
So true. So true. Let's think positive.
Yeah. Next, on October the 11th, we have a game from the Persona people called Metaphor Refantazio. Refantazio.
Refantazio.
Never get it wrong. Jake, you're the big Persona guy here.
I mean, it looks good. I'm not too sure.
That's how I because I love
Like-
Persona 5, but this I'm just a bit like I don't know.
It's a bit of a change from like Persona. You're always like kind of like a. Like you're always a school kid. You're always a school kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like they've got that kind of vibe going, but this seems like it's going for a medieval kind
Yeah.
of.
It's like Game Pass though, isn't it?
I
I
think
think
so.
it
So if it's on Game Pass, we've got nothing to lose, but like they're big commitments because their games are always so long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
not-
why I don't touch Persona 3.
What's like
I'll finish 5.
the thing that I'm kind of dubious about is they're going for, as all RPGs do nowadays, because everyone's terrified of turn-based for some reason. They're going for a more action RPG experience,
But it's still turn-based. So
which the boss battles and stuff are turn-based, but then they're like random enemies. You just like whack them with your sword,
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
which is kind of a bit.
I suppose that gets... Because that's one thing that did
It
annoy
gets
me
rid of
about
the grind,
Persona.
I think,
Yeah. Because like on your way to like the big battles, you kind of have to fight every single minute. Half the time I just ran past them all.
Yeah.
Like, gets rid of that, I guess.
Could
So you get
Yeah.
that ability with Ryuji where you can just run into them and then die.
So it kind of gets rid of that. So that might do well for me.
And I'm interested to see how the social system works
Because
because I
they
know
have
that
like no romance and stuff.
yeah,
so-
they were like, romance is not a focus for someone trying to build a kingdom, but it is for a high schooler, so that's like 10% of this.
I mean, I guess that's...
But if you're trying to
Yeah,
build a
but-
kingdom, surely you
Yeah.
need like
Like-
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not watching House of the Dragon. They don't know.
I'm intrigued by it. Whether I'll play it because I haven't
Yeah, I'm
played
not
the
sure.
rest of I haven't finished Persona 5 yet. I haven't played Persona 3 remake.
Chris
So
has been playing Persona 4 for like 3 years.
I'm getting
He's
there.
been doing a palace a year.
Literally. No, not on purpose. But it's my game between games. It's getting there. So
You'll finish it by the time the Persona 5 remake comes out.
yeah. No work time. So next,
Can I insert another game here I think we've missed? I don't think it's on the list.
what's that?
And that is, before we get to the next one, we'll just talk about time-based, made me think of it, is Expedition 33.
That's not coming out this year.
Oh, you're only doing games coming out this year?
Yeah.
Well, forget that then, never mind.
We'll talk about that probably next year. So next we have Super Mario Party Jamboree.
No.
No.
Shake's favourite game.
No.
It's bullshit, the video game, isn't it?
I hate those and Mario Party, Mario Kart,
No, Mario Kart.
Legend, and you go to my house and they're like, oh come on, let's play Mario Party. No.
I would rather
No.
take a bath in petrol and then set myself on fire and play Mario Party again.
I don't. How many Mario Parties has the Switch had? It's like 3 at this point, right?
Party 8 Deluxe.
Deluxe, yeah.
That's it, isn't it?
No, they had that weird one, like the classic one, like last.
Oh, not the 64 one,
Yeah.
64 one, okay then. Does that count?
No, it did. It was a remake of it.
Well, it's time to
Okay.
end the party. Go home.
It's the end.
Not Party Mario.
It's the end of the game where that guy comes down. The little like, is he like a wizard? I don't know.
The
The guy
one,
that wins.
I don't
The guy
know.
that found.
And then he'll be like, oh, you all did really well and you're very skilled at this game. This is why you've got so many stars. But this person in last place, I'm going to give them 50,000 stars for being in last place. And it's just like,
yeah.
What is the point? There's no point to the game.
I know you can
You know what,
turn it
though?
off, but
It might be bullshit, but the bullshit's funny sometimes.
People say it's the worst game, but it's Mario Party.
Yeah. I only put Mario Party on the list because I knew how everyone felt about it.
No,
Anyway,
it's crap,
'cause
isn't
it's
it?
funny.
It's going to sell a bajillion
Yeah,
copies.
possibly, it always does. But yeah.
we're speaking our truths today.
Nathan the one day was like, do you want to play it with me? And it nearly ended our relationship.
Next, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, I only put this in here because I know, but we're not really Call of Duty people, really. I think the most probably Call of Duty does. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't really, we're not Call of Duty people, but because this was on Game Pass, I might
It's the first one on Game Pass, yeah.
And they seem to be doing a lot more interesting stuff with it, like,
Is the man from the meme still in it?
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know whether that's Modern Warfare or
Is Nicki Minaj still
Who are
in it?
you talking about?
The man from the meme. It's like,
Ghost.
Ghost? Oh, no, no.
I just know it's from the meme.
The reason I have any interest in this is because it's Black Ops, and they're the ones I have played in the past, and the campaigns of them are really good.
Mm.
So I'm kind of hyped to jump back into the campaign. I don't have to pay for it. I wouldn't have thought,
That's a good thing. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't buy it.
like, I'm not going to
to
jump into the multiplayer. The
Yeah.
only Call of Duty multiplayer I actually do enjoy is Warzone,
Mm.
and that's just because it's you can have Nicki Minaj in Warzone. I mean, not that for me, but like you can have this random
She's released
characters
Megan
like in
Thee Stallion.
Warzone. You know what I mean?
Make the point.
Yeah.
But and it's fun. But yeah, I enjoyed the Black Ops campaigns, and I only jump into the campaign, and I don't have to pay £70 for a campaign.
Yeah.
But we should release the
That's
old
the
games.
thing.
They should have done that as
They
well.
will. They will. Before this one comes out, they'll all be on Game Pass. That's my guess.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
But
I like those old campaigns.
I'll play for all the campaigns.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I like
Yeah.
it.
And they're short and sweet, like 6 to 8 hours. Like,
Yeah.
They're good.
That's a good thing these
They're
days.
very
right?
polished. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll jump into it.
Yeah.
Give it a go. It's on Game Pass. It's free. So happy days. Next, we've got Sonic X Shadow Generations. Hey, are you going to play this? Because I know you like Shadow.
Good old
Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm not going to play
3D
this
sets. There's 3D
Yeah.
Sonic games.
It's not 3D this one. It's like 2D and 3D.
It's sort of
It's
like
a remake of Sonic Generations, but they've added
And Shadow.
It's like, you know how that Mario game.
Yeah, Mario,
Mario.
yeah.
It's like that.
It's very much like that. I was trying to think of the name of that game.
Yeah.
Then you got, it's very much that style, isn't it?
So I'm interested to give it a go. I like Sonic games, like especially the 2D classic ones.
When they bring the
I'll
Cherry
be
Garden mini games back, then I'll start playing.
Did you remember that mobile game? How good did that
If
be?
they put that on the Switch,
They will.
it'd be over
I
for
mean,
me. That's what I would do.
They keep making more Sonic games.
Yeah. They're never going to stop.
They're never going to stop Sonic. We're back onto Mario again. So we have Mario and Luigi Brothership coming
I
out.
would like
November
to
the 10th.
say, I do not know what this is. I didn't see any
Heard
trailer for
about
it.
this.
I
5 minutes.
cannot give an opinion on this because I didn't know that it existed.
It looks good. It looks good. Was it clear from the actual show? Is it a co-op game or
Yeah.
is it single
It's
player?
got-
So that would be quite cool, to be
I
fair.
think that'd be pretty fun to play.
I think
Yeah,
it'll be
it's
it's a
gonna want
co-op.
to play it.
Not Mark said.
There's a lot of mechanics that are dependent on 2 people,
Yeah.
which I think will be cool.
Yeah, a lot of puzzles and stuff that
Yeah.
will bind up 2 people working together. I think you can play single player with that.
You can play single player, yes.
That'd be less fun way to.
I don't think you meant to. It's not the intention, really, is it? But it looks very much like the new Super Mario Bros. Style, but with Mario and Luigi only. But a world built specifically for the 2 people to be involved.
I like Luigi getting some love.
I love
Yeah.
Luigi.
He doesn't get enough love, but you can tell the Switch is ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're kind of running out of the big ones. So they're kind of like, let's just throw out this random game.
Yeah.
But
But,
you're saying that like that's not what they do for the whole life cycle. They're like, what about another Mario game that's the same?
yeah, but
And people play it. I love it.
people love Mario. But like I think they're saying like the big ones, like the new Mario 3D game, the new Mario Kart, and all that for Switch 2, whatever that is, whenever that comes. I think next year. We're hearing, but you know. Next is a game I think at least Kate and Jake are interested in, Assassin's Creed
I
Shadows.
was going to say, we're about to be
Looks
absolutely
it.
nothing. Yeah. There's not really much to say for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed
So-
in Japan.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the one they've been doing for ages. It's the one they should have done before Ghost of Tsushima.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
it's kind of a
before
bit
someone
over
got
now.
there before them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this looks really good. I like
It does
the
look
whole having 2 different characters this
Yeah.
time. So you have the brawler and you have the stealthy one.
But they did that in Syndicate.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all good. That's all good.
Unlike Chris, but we've already had.
Syndicate's a long
Yeah, I know,
time.
but like, think how long that I haven't done it since.
Mm.
And that's what like I find weird when you're playing as like a Viking in Valhalla in the last one. You ain't gonna be stealthy because you're a Viking.
I never played those games.
The problem with Assassin's Creed Syndicate is people hate on it for no reason, and then when other games later in the franchise do what that game did, they're like, "That's amazing."
But this is the first one that's doing that in the open world format. You mean in terms of like
Yeah.
the RPG
Yeah.
big open one?
Is it properly open world like Origins and
Yeah.
Odyssey? And...
Yeah, it's made by the Odyssey
Okay.
team, not the new boys, the Odyssey team.
Hopefully not as large.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be that big.
I don't need it to be that big. Like Valhalla was like I completed it, but that took me way too long.
But it did amuse me. Like Valhalla was simultaneously too big and not big enough because like they shrunk the map of England down, and it just led to some really weird placements of things.
Okay, yeah. But Odyssey, we can all agree, too fucking big.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the one I didn't finish. The
but I
big-
love Odyssey.
the one that was big enough for me, and I thought it was the perfect size, was Origins.
It was, but it was also 90% desert. Desert is
But it's
quite
set
boring.
in Egypt, Jake.
I know.
That's
There's
why.
only so much you can do with sand and that. Like,
I mean, for me, because I vibe with the Egyptian gods and all that. Like that was why I was so interested in that one.
Good at the pub and that.
Chris picked his side between those 2 books, the Egyptology.
Yeah.
But I'm hyped for finally having an Assassin's Creed in Japan.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting to see because in the previous other games, they obviously went down mythical routes as well.
Yeah.
Are they gonna do that in this as well with Japanese mythology?
Especially with a character based on a real person as well.
Yeah, right. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they do that.
I think they will.
They might take a DLC sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're putting all their cards on the table with this. Like they need to do well.
This could be a big year for Ubisoft. They've got 2 big games.
Are they launching that other thing with it?
The fucking what's it called?
The thing that they've changed the name of about 5 times.
Infinite.
That was one. I don't know if it's still the name.
Infinity
It
or
was.
something. It was like basically like the launcher for
Yeah.
the Assassin's Creed games, like the Animus. So like you go into it, it's like an Animus where you then click into the game and then it takes you into that.
Because I want to see what they're doing with
Yeah.
that. Because at the moment, I don't see the point.
This was supposed to be the first game that launched with it. They haven't said anything, so I guess we'll find out in November. But I think they'll delay it to the next one. But I don't think they even know at this point what that is necessarily.
Why?
Because they're Ubisoft,
Yeah.
and they change their mind every 5 seconds. Who the fuck
We'll
knows?
see. We'll see.
Next, the big one, at least for you two, Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Game of the year. Game of the decade. Stunning.
Well, we don't have a release date. We're getting into the not release date
Yeah.
territory.
That
We don't
would
have
be
like
the-
release.
yeah. There's no way
release.
that would
No,
be
they
this
did-
year.
they've said this year.
Oh, have they?
Yeah,
It's not totally this year.
Autumn 2024 is what they said.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough.
I would place money on November.
Didn't you predict the exact date last time?
Yeah.
We'll see that.
Before you get all crazily into it, I just want to say that this is the first Dragon Age game I've looked at and been interested in potentially playing, just because they've changed up the combat style, and they're probably hating me for all this right now.
That's a good thing though, because like more players.
They're like the maker of some of the old Dragon Age games was like, I've been to BioWare and I've played it, and it's the first Dragon Age where the combat is actually good.
What?
I can't remember the combat in Inquisition. No, no, no.
Isn't it the same as Origins and 2?
No.
No,
Was it
it
not?
was. 2 was more like
Hasn't every game had a different combat system?
yeah. So 1 was really tactical.
I enjoyed one for it.
2 was really actiony,
Yeah.
and then Inquisition was kind of
In between.
it was actiony, but like they tacked on a tactical mode to appease the tactical gameplay fans.
So they do with the Final Fantasy ones.
Nobody used. And then this one, they've just kind of said it's an action game.
Yeah.
Like it is an action RPG.
So is it going to be more like
They do have the tactical, like instead of the tactical being like overhead,
It's hotkey, isn't it?
camera focused.
Yeah.
So you bring up your menu and it pauses time and you can do the tactical.
Reminds me
stuff like that.
very, very much of Mass Effect.
Yeah.
How it looked
Yeah.
when they brought it
Yeah.
up, and I went to it.
A lot
Yeah.
of fans have been mad about that, but I think it's a good thing because the way BioWare works is they have like core teams who develop like the story and stuff, and then their developers make the game.
Yeah.
So if Dragon Age and Mass Effect are both essentially the same game with a different skin, it's going to lead to better game.
Yeah, and it means they have more of a united fan base
Yeah.
at that point as well. Yeah.
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 We'll see. We'll see.
I'm excited for it. I think the art style looks really cool.
I
Everyone
really
hates
like
the art
the art
style.
style.
I think it makes it look better because if they went for too realistic,
And you've
I
had a
don't
bunch of
think
them.
they
You've had a
yeah.
bunch of them.
And do you know what? BioWare finally made good hair.
Yeah.
yeah.
It
What-
took them so long.
Have they moved on? Is this not Frostbite?
This one is, but I don't
Okay.
think Mass Effect will be.
Okay. But like, maybe they figured it out finally. That this is the art style that can look good in Frostbite. Because whatever they were doing before,
And
probably didn't.
They got EA Sports to help them with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the stylised games always end up looking better for longer. Like if you get a super realistic game, great, that looks great
That's so true.
for 2 years until everything else has surpassed it.
Yeah.
Whereas a stylised game looks good forever.
Yeah.
If you've got a good solid style,
Yeah.
it never goes out of date.
That's so true.
I'm very, very excited. But this is like our most anticipated game of the year.
Yeah, it's one of mine to be honest. Like, I need to finish
Inquisition.
Yeah, but which I'm not looking forward to. But you know,
It's not like that. If you like,
you need to play. Yeah, I'm guessing you don't need to play the previous ones.
no, but
It's been so long between this and the
yeah,
last
they
one.
said you can take in choices and stuff.
They're implementing like a tarot card
Kinda
system in the character creator,
Hmm.
where it'll kind of like I'm assuming it's going to like tell you a story, and then it's going to be like, oh, what would you do? And then you choose.
But to be
between-
fair,
Oh,
the
you-
first mission that they showed
Yeah,
off
the
is
same
basically
thing.
an extension of Inquisition story. So you kind of
Yeah,
need to.
you don't need to play it.
but you need to.
But it's advisable. You would,
Yeah.
you would say, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Why not? Next, another game we don't really have a release date is Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. Anyone interested in that one?
Metal Gear Solid Delta, I think you'll find,
Okay.
is what it's called. I don't know if they've done that because they might change some stuff. Like they have like some story stuff like with set and remake stuff like that. They
No,
just change it up.
they've kept the same voice lines, but they're recording more.
Yes,
They
yeah.
must be adding something.
Looks good. And the main complaint people had was the filter on it was different, and now they're releasing an original filter that you can put on the game, so the style is very similar.
More, like classic style.
yeah.
And it changes the camera as well.
Yeah, but this looks very good. It looks good. It looks like good. As long as they keep it pretty consistent with what the original game was, because that game's very, very beloved. They could be doing well here. So just look at them. Just Konami stick with the remakes. I've seen what Capcom's been doing,
Yeah.
and then it's like let's just try and do that. Bring back beloved games and make them new.
Why not start
That's all they got to do. Metal Gear Solid 1?
Yeah.
Because there's already a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake on the GameCube.
That's no good to me.
It's not good to you, but it's more recent than Metal Gear Solid 2. Did that come out before Metal Gear Solid 2 actually? I can't remember now.
Where's free? It's free in the story like before. Or is it free?
3's before.
Oh,
You're
so
not-
maybe
you're-
they're doing it in chronological
You're
order.
not playing a Solid Snake in 3.
So maybe they're doing it in chronological order.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll
Maybe,
take that.
and that's why I started with Delta.
Yeah. Okay. I'm more intrigued. I'm more like
Mm.
into playing it now because now I know I'm missing out on story.
Yeah.
Even though I am looking at that Metal Gear Solid collection because I've never played any of them.
Mm.
So, but everyone raves about them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I do like I like Death Stranding. So
Yeah.
I like Kojima style games. So maybe
Well, they're just copy and pasting from his original work, so yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that they've come out and said now, completely off topic, well, off topic, but not part of the podcast, is that they'd love Kojima to come back and make a Metal Gear game. And he just said, like, well, shame.
Wow.
We'd all like a lot of things.
Shouldn't have fired him then.
But yeah, I'm interested in it. Are you guys going to play?
Probably not.
No. So,
Very
you'll
technical
watch
game.
it, play it, Rob.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Next one is not really a game as such, but it's big enough to be a game probably. It's going to be the Starfield Shattered Space DLC. Now,
Did you see that tumbleweed go from
Jane and Corey, you both played Starfield. I played Starfield. You're going to play this.
Does it come with Game Pass?
Which version of Starfield did you buy?
I didn't buy any version of Starfield.
Okay.
I've got Game Pass Ultimate.
Then probably not.
Then no.
You bought the same version as me, didn't you?
Yeah, because I wanted to play it in the 3 days before Baldur's Gate came
Yeah.
out. Because I knew that
So
if Baldur's Gate came out, I would never touch it.
Are you going to...
So
Give it-
since I've paid for it, I will.
You'll give it a go.
Will I enjoy it? Probably not.
Did you finish original Starfield?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I wanted to get to the end so I could look you in the eye and tell you it was terrible.
Wasn't terrible.
Literally, I've got
Wasn't terrible.
120 hours I've got in that game to end it, to finish it and be like, I feel empty.
Spike got me through that game.
236 hours. I really enjoyed it. Again, I think it's, for me, it was more, like I was talking about with Ubisoft saying, like just ticking all the boxes in.
Mhm.
I think it's something like that for me, like when I was just like doing all the quests and I just wanted to get everything done.
That's it, then
I
you
just
got-
enjoyed
you don't
doing it.
Yeah, just don't. I got to a point at that, and I was like, if I don't finish the game now, I'm not going to finish the game.
Yeah.
And so I just went and finished it, and I was like, I'm done.
I think I'm not going to spoil it, but
Yeah.
the ending,
Yeah.
the way that goes, is very interesting and can set
Yeah.
a lot of cool things for the
But it's
future.
like the game, like, I don't want to I'll go to this mission, go to this base. It's the same base,
Yeah.
but at 87th time, it's like, okay,
Depends on where you're at.
you should have done more here.
Mm.
Or you should have done more here.
But like with this DLC, the trailer looked really good. It looked like it's more action based. It's showing the I can't remember what they're fucking called now. The
Oh.
other faction that they're a big.
Oh, the Varun.
Varun.
Is it Varun?
I think so.
The one that they're like
The
lady
snake-
from.
the snake god.
Like God people.
Yeah, the ladies from, yeah.
Yeah.
My
I
bad.
liked her.
She's the best.
She was actually my favourite
She's
companion. so
me
I
too.
will
Me
play
too.
it.
She's the one I bedded. She's great.
It's a better.
She was the only one that had like personality, so
She was, yeah. She was,
Why
cool.
not?
She was really cool.
But yeah, I'm interested to play it. I'm excited for them to add, because this is the one where they're going to add the fucking vehicle. So you don't have to fucking jetpack all over the fucking
It's
planet.
500 years in the future. What's a car? What is going on?
They're adding a lot of changes to make like the game better. So I'm hoping this can be kind of like the Cyberpunk
update,
to Starfield and make it.
They have updated it a lot recently.
Yeah.
A lot. And a lot of
I just remember I was playing that.
Yeah, you were, and you just gave up on that.
Oh my gosh.
So we don't have a date for that. I think Xbox are just not putting dates until they know for sure.
Okay.
Which is good. I guess that's like a good thing because they
That's
don't have to delay it.
They're going to go, by the way, this comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next we have Avowed, made by the people who did the Outer Worlds and Fallout New Vegas.
It's Obsidian, yeah.
Yeah, Obsidian. So, what are thoughts on this?
Sure.
And
Yeah,
what
good.
is it? I don't
This is the
remember.
one that looks kind of like Skyrim.
It's very colourful magic. Very.
Set in the same universe as
Yeah.
Pillars of Eternity.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Do I need to play Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2?
No.
Because I started,
No.
and then I got ADHD'd away from it like 7 years ago. And
But
just never went
no, you don't. Apparently, you don't have to. It's a very good style game to that. It's what you imagine Skyrim being like: first-person magic, swords, shields, whatever.
They've had to come out several times and say that this is not a Skyrim
Yeah,
experience.
it's not. It's
It's a type 30-hour game.
Yeah.
They said.
like Outer World was. Like I prefer that.
I like it.
Yeah.
That was good. I need to play the DLC actually on that.
Yeah, but I prefer games that are 30, especially RPGs that are 30, 40 hours.
Depends on the sort of
I
game.
don't need an RPG to be 100 hours. Like
Could never be.
I said
I don't have that much time in my
it
life.
depends on the sort of game. What Obsidian are doing is they know they haven't got the resource to just stretch it out. Some companies do just stretch it out when they really shouldn't be doing so.
Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Yeah, but they know what they wanted to do and they're getting it done and they're not making you do tons of extra bullshit for no reason.
Yeah.
No, I look forward to this.
I'm excited for it. But it's just kind of,
It seems.
they don't really seem to be explaining what it is well.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
what? It come out again because it doesn't matter because you can play it.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't flop.
Now you've said that it's a small experience, it's not like a Skyrim kind of thing. I'd be more inclined to try it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
The only
think-
problem
I don't
is,
need a-
will it come out at the same time as Dragon Age? Because if it
See,
does,
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
they're doing it. And I think
They can
a
split
lot
it
of games are going to kind of slot around other games.
Oh yeah, you say that. I don't think these are aimed at the same audience, really, to be honest. Like there will be overlap, but these have you seen the gameplay for this? It's very much like it reminded me of that Avian game. What's it called? Immortals of Avian.
I don't know.
It was very.
That's only if you choose magic.
There's a lot going on. I know, but there's a lot going on the screen. It's very FPS heavy. But it's an RPG. It's very FPS heavy. I don't think it's super. It's RPG, but it's not super deep RPG. I don't think they're quite as heavy.
It's not going to feel like that if you're playing with a sword and a shield.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't stop the screen being as busy as it is.
Oh,
With all
yeah.
the enemies and everything doing. There's a lot
There's
going
a lot
on.
of magic in the world.
I don't think they're quite aimed at the same people, to be honest. So I think they can both come out. But there's still going to be people that want to play one and not the other, and vice versa.
And one on Game Pass, so there's a lot
Yeah,
of people
yeah,
play it
just
just for that.
because it's there. Yeah.
Another one for Xbox that's coming to Game Pass. I have a feeling it's not going to come out this year. They've said it's coming out this year, but I have a feeling it's going to get delayed, and that's Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
It's great.
It looks good. Terrible fucking name for a game. The Great Circle. We've gone from the Temple of Doom and
To the Great
Last
Circle.
Crusade. The Great Circle.
The
What
goat
name?
I don't think it'll live up to the heights of Dial of Destiny, to be honest.
No.
Awful movie.
Oh gosh.
Awful movie.
Do you know what?
Still a better name.
I enjoyed Dial of Destiny. I think it's better than the school one.
Oh yeah, anything's better than Crystal Skull.
Oh,
Crystal
yeah.
Skull was awful. My thing with this is I'm excited for it because I'm an Indiana Jones fan.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't know if there's many of us left. This is what I'm saying. Like,
I'm one of
do
the
people these days
You
like want to play Indiana Jones?
know what? You say that. I think there's a lot of hype out there, and I think this is going to pull in that casual, non-hardcore audience. You're not going to hear people talking about it a lot, but it's going to do really well.
But do the
Just
casual
normal
audience
people.
even care? No one cared about the last movie. That last movie did not do well at all.
Yeah, because people, Christmas School thought it was crap.
I think that if this game flops, it will prove that Indiana Jones should have been left in the 1980s where it belongs.
Honestly, like, I think that's a possibility.
Not that I don't like. I like the first 3 films.
Yeah, they're the only
But,
really good ones for me.
Is this Xbox only?
Yes, and PC.
It's an example of a franchise that didn't need carrying on.
I'm
happy we got it.
I especially agree with it being with the movies in terms of that because it's fucking old, and he just looks like he's out of breath halfway through that movie.
They didn't stop holding him out. Yeah, in a wheelchair in the next one.
But I like how it's set in when the 3 movies were happening.
Yeah.
There's a chance it could be as good as those potentially. The people making it make the Wolfenstein games, so they know Nazis. Which are the enemies.
They know how to make a good action game.
And the Wolfenstein games are fucking
they know how to
amazing.
make it. Well, other than the one.
And other than the one that didn't make. Machine. And like the story of those games is like that's one of the best like shooter stories we've had in a very long time.
That's great.
So I'm excited. I'm more on the sense that who's developing it rather than the fact that it's Indiana Jones. But like from the looks of it, like it's going to have a lot. It's going to be obviously puzzle based, a lot of puzzles, which is obviously makes sense with it being in Indiana Jones. It's interesting that it's first person. I kind of like that though.
It's not a mix. I thought
It's first person normally, but like when you do stuff like climbing and certain things like swinging with the whip and stuff, it zooms out. But like mainly, it's first.
I think that's the main.
It's not like you have a choice.
I think they've done that to mainly differentiate it from like Uncharted and stuff like that. Because Uncharted was very much Indiana Jones vibe.
Yeah, like like when they announced the Indiana Jones game, we were all expecting Uncharted / Tomb Raider, but Indiana Jones, right? Yeah.
But I look forward to this.
It looks good. I'm hyped for it.
Me too. And it's also on Game Pass. It's one of those, isn't it? You're just gonna play it because it's there. Yeah,
pretty much. The rumour is it comes out in December. I feel that's a bad time to bring out a game.
Why?
Because no one buys games like everyone. You want to try and get it before that Black Friday situation, and like I feel like Avatar, that game came out last year in December. And
but you're saying that as if everyone's buying this game.
Some people will be.
I think most people won't. They'll just play it on Game Pass. Okay. Like people on PC.
It's going to be Steam as well. Moving on to our last game, which I thought had a release date, but doesn't apparently. And that's Lego Horizon Adventures.
Sure.
Anyone interested in this?
No.
I'm not really a Lego guy to be fair, but I can see why they're doing it.
Yeah.
I like Lego. I like the Lego games. I just don't like the Horizon games.
I like Lego and the Horizon games, and just
Still no.
what?
See, from what I've heard, a lot of it is a retreading of the first game's story as well. So my guess with this is it's a way to get kids
People
into
in.
the Horizon universe. But then again, is the Horizon story in universe for kids?
I literally got to the last mission of
the whole the humanity gets wiped out.
Well,
pretty much.
I only know what goes on in the first game, but it's quite like a
dark.
Not necessarily dark, but it's got there's a lot to think about, and it's got the story is quite it's bleak, isn't it? So
well, everyone knows.
That's why the Lego game's gonna kind of make it a bit more, happy. And...
I think it is to bring in a very specific
but it's not made by the same studio that make all the
Lego
games.
No.
Oh,
Is it not? Who's making it?
I can look it up. I feel like
I thought that was literally one studio.
Gorilla are actually
Because they lost their exclusivity thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why is that?
Maybe because they made them look crap. Well, the Skywalker one's good.
the hub was too.
Oh, and each movie was too small. It was too big and too small at the same time.
It focused too much on the open world. I enjoyed it, but I don't think fans of the Lego Star Wars game franchise particularly. I think people wanted an experience more like the older games.
Yeah. So Lego Horizon Adventures is co-developed by Gorilla themselves and the studio Gobo. I've never heard of that.
Gobo.
But the fact that other people can make Lego games now is interesting. Are we going to get more of this from
There's already some.
franchises?
I don't know what they are, but there are always.
I know there's a race. There's a racing game that pretty much fought with Lego.
Oh yeah, Lego 2K or whatever.
Yeah. There's a few other things, but like, do PlayStation do more IPs with Lego?
Oh, did you go with made? They made Hogwarts Legacy.
No, what's the help with that? Yes.
The
Switch version
probably helped with a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Did they do the photo mode that the developers haven't shut up about like it's a major expansion?
It's too late. I've played the game now. Something about this now. So, lost it. It's gone.
About this game, about Horizon.
Yeah.
About Horizon Lego.
Yeah. Do we need more Horizon games?
I haven't played the second one.
I feel like the second one kind of sets up another story.
Yeah, we need
definitely.
like the rumours are we're getting a remake of
Do we
Bolt.
need spin-offs and remakes?
I don't think it's big enough for spin-offs and things like that, no. It's meant to do spin-offs of this, and not like of God of War.
Yeah, they're doing a multiplayer Monster Hunter type game apparently.
In Horizon universe.
Again, like, who asked?
I could see that having an audience. Because it's basically
People like
Monster
Monster Hunter a lot, yeah.
There was rumours that they're doing a remake of Horizon, but like,
Why?
I feel like this could be it. If it's the trending the retrending.
Yeah, maybe. It's that
They actually need to chill with the remakes of games that came out 2 days ago.
Maybe you're right, maybe that's what it is.
That's what I was going to say. It's interesting it's come to Switch as well, considering it's a Sony-owned IP.
They're just trying to expand that, aren't they? Is it going to be Xbox as well?
Nope.
Not Xbox.
Of course it hasn't.
It's like Naughty Dog. Why Naughty Dog remaking every Last of Us game, all 2 of them?
I was going to tell you exactly what I mean. That's because
Last of Us 1, fair enough, that did need a remake. The combat in that was atrocious.
Did 2 remake come out?
2 remake, why?
2 remaster, and it was a £10 upgrade fee from the old game.
It's not like Naughty Dog don't have a back catalogue of games people would want to buy if they remade them. They could remake all the Jack and like I personally wouldn't buy them, but people would buy them.
The old Infamous, like
they should remake the old Infamous.
Even the old Uncharted games could use like a.
They already did that technically, but yeah, they could do it.
Yeah.
No, that's just they just recorded them basically. They need if they can remake those in the Uncharted 4 engine.
How about Lego?
Or alternatively, Naughty Dog could just make a new game.
Or just make a new idea.
They are.
They're making that Switch 3.
No, they're making a new. Their next game is the new IP apparently.
Is it?
It should be Uncharted.
This is why we haven't heard anything from PlayStation. Well, because they don't announce a game until they're like actually happening. I mean, they did announce Last of Us Multiplayer, but I imagine that's why we're not going to hear from Naughty Dog for a while.
Yeah,
they've
made certainly bad decisions with that.
Yeah.
Listen to the Destiny team. What? Why would you do that?
Concord listen to the Destiny team for the shooting now.
Insanity. I think Last of Us should get a prequel. I think they should get Last of Us that happens like within the first week of the shit popping off.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I like Last of Us Lego.
I'd play that. I would play that 100%. I just said that to Jake when he was like, wow, I was going to go back. I was like, I would play that. 100%.
They won't do that though. They won't do that. They won't do God of War either. Like, because they're too like adult.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Because
They could do Uncharted. They could do Uncharted.
They could do that. They could do
I wouldn't
it.
play that. Uncharted.
It would actually just be Indiana Jones Lego.
Yeah,
which exists.
Yeah.
Don't we know it? Remember we could have on that skeleton for like 2 hours.
But yeah, that's the list. I haven't missed anything that people can think of.
Okay,
what about Hello Kitty Island Adventure?
No, that was
Next year, I'm so excited. I can't believe I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct. I think I was at work, so I didn't know anything about it. And I saw someone posted about it on Facebook. I was like, oh shit, Hello Kitty. And I googled it. And it's like coming next year. And I was like,
Oh, next year.
Depression.
I want it. I want it so bad. I want to be a little Hello Kitty adjacent little creature. I want it. I'm gonna play it.
So, do you think this show's good for games? Like, we've got a
Dragon Age Connect, so yeah.
There's plenty, man. There's plenty. Like, I'm playing Elden Ring again right now. Like,
Are you playing the DLC?
No, I've started again. New character. I'm steamrolling it. I'm like, what? It's good. What's going on?
You played it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm playing the DLC currently, and it's hard. But like, it's not too hard. Like everyone was complaining about.
Mm-hmm. The people just aren't playing it properly.
I was angry. It's just like,
These are mainlining people that
There's these things like in the DLC.
Skeletree things and
tree fragments or whatever.
Yeah.
You collect them, they power you up more than collecting the runes did. Like
then
in the
collecting
original
runes,
game.
yeah.
But people refuse to use them, and I'm like, well, this is why you're not leveling
Yeah.
up. Then, like, use the mechanics the game gives you, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's still hard, but it's an Elden Ring. It's a
Mm.
From Software game. It's going to be hard, but it's not impossible. Apparently, I heard the last boss is bullshit, and everyone
Insane.
hates it. Even the people that are good are like, this is bullshit.
Mhm.
But I'll see if that's been patched by the time I get it. Yes.
Maybe give it a bit.
Sam told
Oh,
me that
wow.
I accidentally spoiled the last boss that he thinks is. He doesn't know for sure.
Mm.
But I sent a meme to the group chat and he was like, why would you send that? It's a massive spoiler. Chris is going to kill you. And I was like, shit.
I didn't see it.
Kill it.
I
know the last boss is.
I
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
I didn't see it. He didn't spoil it for me.
Oh.
Someone else did, but I already know.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Alright,
we'll
there we
end it there. 2024 looks pretty good. For
I'm
games.
still pretty happy with
Yeah.
what we got coming. Yeah. It's
And
going to keep you busy.
even with all the announcements we got, 2025 looks like it's going to be even better.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
I'll still be playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're like fourth try.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know what you're looking forward to this year and what games you're excited to play. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that. Bye guys.
Bye, guys.